Up and save with Howard Carpenter. Weather forecast for tonight calls for clear skies, a low around 56. Tomorrow, sunshine, high near 86. Tomorrow night, mostly clear, a low around 59. Wednesday, sunny and a high of 84. Thursday, mostly cloudy and a high near 80. Hey, sports fans, huddle up. It's time for the Pizza Hut Pigskin Report. A weekly football show with the head coaches at Danville, Boyle, Mercer, Garrett, and Lincoln counties. The Center College head coach, plus an update from UK football coach. The Pigskin Report, brought to you by Pizza Hut in Harrodsburg. Nobody out-pizzas the Hut. Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. State Farm Insurance, here to help life go right. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Job Master Rental, let them help master your job. CC Auto Parts and Service, an Auto Value Certified Service Center. Essity, a global leading hygiene and health company. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance in Boyle County. Todd Tiller, agent. Now, with the Pizza Hut Pigskin Report, here are your hosts, Rick Schobel and Joe Mathis.
Welcome to the Harrodsburg Pizza Hut. He's back after 2 weeks of being AWOL, only because he was absent without leave. Joe Mathis.
Glad to be back.
Yeah, I bet you are.
To the rousing applause of all the fans here.
Yeah. You heard all the people.
Joe Robinson was silently clapping here.
I thought he was laughing. I don't think he was clapping.
Yeah, well, maybe so.
Yeah, Marty Party's here.
Marty's here.
Super Dave, he
Super
stepped
Dave?
out for some reason.
I think he went to get candy at Dollar General.
Oh, all right.
Super Dave, I feel like, one of the old men sitting around talking old high school sports stories, like they do every morning when they eat breakfast. The Liars Club gathers, and I feel
old? You're saying Joe's old?
He's older than I am.
Wait, why would you call him old?
Anybody who's older than I am, I consider old. I mean, they're older than I am.
Nice. He could probably take you.
He probably could.
Take you to Pizza Hut or?
Yeah, not denying that.
Yeah. Hey, 4-1, Joe. Not a bad week.
A very good week.
2 abstaining.
Yeah, very good week. That may be the best week we've had.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so.
Yeah, so, I guess Danville's the only team that lost, and
yep.
They played a 6-0 now 7-0 Campbellsville team that's ranked, I think, number 1 in 1A, so a tough matchup for them. But things get easier, hopefully, for them this weekend against Leslie County.
UK won, Center abstained, Garrett County won, Lincoln County won, Mercer County won, 6-1, and Boyle abstained.
So, good. I'll take 4-1 every week. I'd rather it be 5-0, but 4-1's not bad.
No. And it's not bad at the Harrodsburg Pizza Hut. You can call 859-734-5143. Find out their specials. See what they are, and they'll have it ready for you. Call 859-734-5143. All right, Joe, are you ready to get this puppy started?
I am.
All right, let's get it started with UK coach Stoops. You beat Florida 33-14 for the third time in a row for the first time since 1950.
Obviously, coming off a big victory, really just want to give a shout out and appreciation for the great fan base. I thought it was a tremendous atmosphere. At noon, as I mentioned last Monday, I didn't think that was going to be a problem, and it was really a great atmosphere. And again, credit to our coaches and our players. I thought they came out very fast, had a very disciplined week of practice, had a sense of urgency just to get better. As I say to you all the time, we always want to win. It's just about the preparation and the discipline throughout the week to put yourself in a position to be successful. I think that shows, we continue to work that way, then good things are ahead. As I mentioned, post-game, I thought there were stretches in that game where we played some very good football. And then there's some areas where we still need to improve. But again, I appreciate and credit our coaches and our players for the hard work that they put in to take care of that victory, to put us in a position for another big game this week. I think it goes without saying, the challenge to go on the road to Athens to play Georgia, what a great opportunity. You have to credit Coach Kirby Smart, his staff, his players for what they've done and the consistency that they've had for many years, in particular the past two. To go on and win back-to-back national championships is very difficult to do. And they do a great job of, I think everybody knows the players that they have, and it's certainly a uniquely talented football team across the board. They do a great job of recruiting. The players are very good players, but they work hard. They're fundamentally sound, and obviously they're well coached. So, for us, it's about us again. We need to go back this week and continue to build, continue to look at the way we've been practicing, the way we've been improving, and look to take another step here this week. So that's the challenge for us, to look to continue to grow. I think we left a lot on the field. There's a lot of things that we can improve on, and we have to concentrate on that. I think it does give us confidence to show you what we can do when we put it together, but it has to motivate us to work on the areas where we're falling short, because we're going to need to play a complete game here this week. As I mentioned, I think they're just a very good team. They're obviously talented. That goes without saying. But I think I mentioned a year ago, maybe post game and throughout the year, I don't think they get enough credit for how well they're coached as well. I think you could spread the credit around. I think the offensive line has done a much better job. I think our communication has been much better. We've been on the same page and working hard to communicate with all the different things that you see. I think Devin and his awareness and his ability to move in the pocket, and then I also believe you have to give credit to the staff for putting them in a position to protect and to move the pocket and take your chances, or take your shots and pick your protections at the right time.
Well, if they don't pick up that passing game, they don't have a prayer against Georgia.
Yeah, well, they didn't need the passing game Saturday.
I know, but it didn't look very good either.
No, you're right. It didn't. They tried to pass.
Now obviously, he had some drops. That wasn't on the quarterback.
Had one in the end zone the first drive when they settled for a field goal. Barion Brown dropped one in the end zone. So that's not on the quarterback, but it still hadn't looked very crisp the first 5 games of the year.
Not for this guy having all this experience.
Yeah, so
I thought he'd been a little better.
I agree. I think they're going to need to do something besides just run. As good as Ray Davis has been and as good as the offensive line has been blocking for him.
And you might say the tide has turned from Alabama being the power. Now Georgia has taken over, and you see Alabama not quite what they've been in the past.
Well, look, Georgia has looked beatable the last 2 weeks. Right, they did it against South Carolina
Auburn,
2 weeks ago. They did it against Auburn.
Auburn made them look
on Saturday, right? So, I mean, it's going to be hard, right? You're going down to Georgia. It's a night game. Yeah. Those are always tough to play in the ACC, a night game on the road. But you go in there and you play with house money, right? I mean, no one expects you to win. Georgia opened up as a 19.5-point favorite. I think it's down to 14 now. But still, give it your best shot and see what happens. Why not? If you win, you're in the driver's seat at least, the chance to go to the SEC championship, because you'd have the head-to-head tiebreaker over top of Georgia. So basically, Georgia would have to win twice more than UK would win just to get in the SEC championship. So again, you're playing with house money. We'll step aside. We'll come back. We'll talk Center College football with head coach Andy Fry and Garrett County football with head coach Spencer Crutchfield. You're getting it live right here on 103.9 FM WHIR Danville, 99.5 FM WHB in Harrodsburg, and streaming live at hometownlive.net.
Great! See, we're practically sitting on the field. If you could sit here.
Your food and drinks will be right over.
Oh, yes! For the same price as way up here. Great seats. Right up here with a blimp. Why wouldn't you? It's the same with auto insurance. With discounts up to 40%, it's possible to get the personal service of a State Farm agent for the same or less than those other guys.
See your State Farm agent in Harrodsburg, David Hopewell, and Randy Couch.
Hey, this is Matt from Job Master Rental. Most of us may have some weekend free time, so when you find yourself looking at a home project, come see us at Job Master. We'll get you the right tool for any job. We can help you tackle home improvement projects to major construction and everything in between. Take advantage of our weekend special, 1-day rental from 3 p.m. on Friday to 8 a.m. on Monday morning. From all of us at Job Master, go Rebs. Visit us at jobmasterrental.com. We have 2 convenient locations in Danville and Lebanon. Let us help master your job.
Hi folks, Mike Gay here, HR Manager with Essity. At Essity, we want to wish all of our local high schools good luck during this season. We're proud to sponsor Mercer County, Bergen, Boyle County, Danville, and Garrett County. All of these schools will produce our future employees, and we're rooting for you all this season. So go Ads, go Rebels, go Titans, go Bulldogs, and go Golden Lions. So thanks again from Essity in Harrodsburg and Danville for representing our communities in a great way.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky. With a wide range of products and services, we are here to provide you friendly, expert service for all of your banking needs. This is Rita McIntyre. I'm the relationship banker for Boyle, Garrett, and Mercer counties. As part of your community, we are committed to building solid, long-term relationships. Call me at 859-733-4963. Let us show you what uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
The newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. New crispy, cheesy, loaded melts are made just for you.
Me?
That's right, just you.
Then why are you holding them?
Hey,
he's got my melts!
Okay, here you go. No one out pizzas the Hut. Product availability, prices, and participation may vary.
This is the Pizza Hut Pigskin Report. And now, back to the show.
And if you want to get out of that burger rut, hit the Hut. Hit the Pizza Hut. They've got some great sandwiches. The buffalo chicken, black forest ham and cheese, honey barbecue chicken, Supremo chicken parmesan, and salads. Some people call them salads. Side garden, the zesti italiano, chicken Caesar, and chicken garden. Just some extra things they have. And the French fries. If you've never tried the French fries, they're really good here. Try them sometime at Pizza Hut. All right, let's finish off at college level with Center College. And Coach Fry, did your open date come at a good time for your squad?
Yes, it did. This is really almost a little bit past the middle part of your season when you put the preseason together. So, yeah, it gives us time to heal up. It gives us time to reflect back and then concentrate on the techniques and the fundamentals, your schemes, making sure that you're doing things right. And then also it gives us an extra week to prepare, and Trinity's a really good football team. They're fifth in the country, and we've got to be able to play soundly and play clean, if we want to beat them, which I think we can do that if we do that. But they're good. They've got 11 fifth years on their team, and in Division III, you rarely get a fifth year. They got 11 of them that start. That's one reason why they're pretty good. That's why we play on Saturdays.
This is a real road trip for you. You got to go to Texas.
Yeah, we're leaving Thursday night, which I think is going to be a little easier on our players. Now we're going to go into our fall break starting Wednesday, so we're going to take the NCAA allows one day off, and we're going to take Thursday off, and all we're going to do is leave Thursday late evening, and we'll fly into San Antonio, and then we'll spend the day Friday just getting used to San Antonio, the heat. We'll probably go to the Alamo, do a little bit of that, and get a little practice in on Friday afternoon, and then we play. We're playing early on Saturday, so we can get a flight out Saturday evening. So our game is until 11 o'clock Central Standard Time.
How many guys will you be able to take with you, Coach?
We're allowed. The conference allows 68, so we'll take 68 players.
What do you know about Trinity's offense?
They're real good. They have a fifth-year quarterback that was all conference last year and was, had some. I think he was in all South region, probably. He's been their starter for 3 years. And he's very good. They've got really good wideouts. They got a good running back. They got a really outstanding balanced attack. They put 40 points up on Barry, and they end up beating Barry late in the game. So I think it's I can see why they're ranked in the top 10. I think they're legit. They play hard, play well, good defense.
What they like to defense. Speaking of which, what they like to do defensively?
They're straight. They don't blitz a lot. They don't have to. They've just got kids that play well. They're solid up front. They don't have to pressure. They're not going to put themselves in a position where they can be exploited. Where you make a mistake. They're going to line up right. They're going to be gap sound. They're going to play hard in the back part. They're a good football team. I'm really impressed with them.
What about special teams? How are they?
Got great special teams. They had a kid kick a 52-yard field goal last week against Barry. He's got a strong leg. They cover well. They got good speed. Like I said, they've got they're an upper class team. Like I said, if you're starting 22 of your 11 are fifth years, think about that. They've been playing college football for 5 years. Especially in Division III, you don't get that very often.
How is the health of your team? Are you pretty healthy going in?
Well, we're healthy, but we're not. We're still, we got strange things. You get some strep. You get you get a guy that turns an ankle. But yeah, I think by the time we leave Wednesday, I'm hoping we'll be pretty well set. But it's like anything, you practice, and the next thing you know, two guys wake up and they have it. This year I've been kind of shocked at the concussions. We've had 5 guys that had concussions, and we're so adamant in being ultra sensitive, which I think is smart. They're off a week. It doesn't matter. You get a little concussion, you get a little ding. To play it safe, we keep them out. And I think that's wise. That's the way the game is. But we wear our Guardian caps, and, you're doing what you can.
Keys to a center victory over Trinity Saturday.
We just got to play clean. We got to play what we're coached to do. If our guys will, I think our game plan is pretty well set. We've already said it. We've been practicing it for over a week, and then we'll have this week to practice it. If we can play clean, I think this could be a really fun game play. Because we keep telling our guys, this is a great opportunity to play.
Center College head football coach Andy Fry, and going down to Trinity to play in Texas on Saturday.
Not in a usual position. They usually win a lot more games than they have. But he said they've got like 8 players that don't have a lot of experience. So that's growing pains.
Yep.
And they're going to be that much better off next year for it.
Let's go to Lancaster, talk with Gary County head coach Spencer Crutchfield. And, Coach, you got the better of your cousin Levi Rogers, the head coach of Casey County. Probably won't be invited over for Thanksgiving dinner this year with a 24-13 win over Casey.
Well, we talked earlier this year, and I talked to my kids all last week and kind of throughout the whole season. District play starts a new season for us, and we want to make sure that we're going 1-0 from here on out. And getting that first one is huge for us, and it's always good to go into fall break and your off week with a win. So we want to continue to build off that, make sure we're headed in the right direction for the rest of district play.
Yeah, start off with the offense, Coach. Scored 24 points. Did a pretty good job mixing run and pass together. And what a game your quarterback, Justin Parsons, had 215 yards and a touchdown. But, we talk about Hayden Element every week, Coach. 8 catches, 149 yards and a score. What a weapon he is.
Yeah, Hayden, and like we say, I tell you every week, he's our go-to guy. He's our warrior. He whatever we need to get done, he's able to do it. And had an outstanding, game. He played on both sides of the football and just made plays. We threw a screen pass out there, and he went 70 yards untouched. A lot of it was just on him. Guys got a block, and he slipped a tackle and was able to take it the distance. So definitely going to continue to rely on Hayden, make sure we're getting the ball in space.
Coach, running the ball, Malachi Simmons, 18 for 74 and 2 scores. And, again, that allows you to be balanced, and the defense can't focus on just one aspect of the game, and you all did a great job of that.
Yeah, and Casey did a great job of kind of limiting our runs, but we were able to break a few longer, 15, 18-yard runs. And Malachi had 2 of those on both his scores, I think, from 13 and 16. So, we're starting to get our run game where we're able to make some big plays, and that's going to be huge going down the road because you're going to have to be able to run the football to win games.
Yeah, you got to like that you've forced 4 turnovers on defense.
Yeah, defense played lights out all night. We gave up a cheap one there late. They threw up a kind of 2 of our guys hit each other and the ball went up in the air and they caught it for a touchdown. So should have had 5. We should have had 5 turnovers there. Defense played lights out all night, and Coach Hester's got those guys rolling in the right direction.
Yeah, what about Zach Daly? Again, what a weapon he is, Coach. I think it was a 32 or 33-yarder for you all, nailed all 3 extra points, and you get within that certain range, you feel confident that you're going to be able to get points, and there's not a lot of high school teams that can say that, Coach.
Yeah, and Zach's just consistent, very, very consistent. And, his leg has got a lot stronger, and we're slowly giving him more and more, more distance. And, we feel comfortable with him from 38 in. And, he's able to kick a little longer distance, but he's pretty consistent with that 38-yard range. So, it's huge when you get down there and you kind of stall out and you're able to come away with 3 points. It's a huge weapon.
I know that you don't want to look ahead, Coach, and you have the bye week this week, so naturally you take the week off. And but the fact of the matter is you all are in the driver's seat now. You take care of business in the next game against Marion County. You all are going to have more than likely that home playoff game.
Yeah, we definitely not getting ahead of ourselves, and Marion County is going to be a formidable opponent. We know that, and we got to make sure that we, like you said, we take this week and we get back to fundamentals, and we're building day in and day out, trying to get better. And that's the thing that you want to do. That's the message we're preaching to our guys, that we're taking a step forward every day into to where we need to be and not going backwards. So, hopefully we're able to shore up some things here this off week and head into the Marion County game. Hopefully we get better and better and able to take care of business that week as well.
Yeah, I talked with Coach Jaggers earlier today, Coach, and he's a big fan of having that bye week on fall break because, you don't have the game. The kids, maybe you give them more time off. Is that what your plan is this week?
No, we'll give them a little time off. We're going to practice 4 days this week. I'll give them off Friday. And teach their own. I see both sides of it, and just for me and my sanity, I don't want to give those guys off and feel like, I didn't do my part to try to repair them as best we can going into this next week.
And that was head coach Crutchfield of Garrett County. Hey, if you got some people coming over, try the dinner box, $13.99. Includes 1 medium, rectangular, 1 topping pizza, 5 breadsticks with marinara dipping sauce, 10 cinnamon sticks with icing dipping sauce. Or if you got a big crowd, big dinner box, $25.99. Includes 2 medium, rectangular, 1 topping pizzas, 5 breadsticks, marinara dipping sauce, and your choice of either boneless wings or pasta, or skip the breadsticks and side and get a 3rd medium, 1 topping pizza, $3 more for the traditional bone-in wings. That's what you find at the Harrisburg Pizza Hut. And we're going to take another break, and we'll be back more right here at your Harrisburg Pizza Hut. We'll have Danville Coach Parks, and we will have Lincoln Coach Jaggers on the way. You're getting it on WHBN FM 99.5, WHIR FM 103.9, and streaming live at hometownlive.net.
CC Auto Parts and Service. CC Auto Parts and Service is open for your service and parts needs. CC Auto Parts and Service are offering pickup and delivery for all your auto repairs as well as parts. They have a pay over the phone option if needed. CC Auto Parts and Service are concerned for everyone's well-being and are doing their best at keeping a sanitary and healthy environment. Give them a call at 734-9515. CC Auto Parts and Service. Service is the difference. We get it.
Kentucky Farm Bureau has provided residents of the Bluegrass with quality insurance since 1943. Todd Tiller's been a trusted Kentucky Farm Bureau agent since 1994, taking care of all your insurance needs with prompt service and personal attention. Now as your agency manager, you can depend on Todd to continue to give you the best rates on home, auto, life insurance, and service. Call Todd Tiller or new agent Sam Tiller or Jessica Johnson at 859-236-4081 at the Farm Bureau Agency on the Danville Bypass next to Boyle County Fairgrounds. Todd, Sam, and Jessica at your Boyle County Farm Bureau Agency are big on commitment.
Hello, this is Alan Martin, loan officer at Whitaker Bank in downtown Danville. Home values are at an all-time high, which means it's the perfect time to look into a home equity loan. Whitaker Bank can help you turn the equity in your home into a line of credit that could allow you to finally do those repairs you put off, or to provide peace of mind knowing you have the funds available for an emergency. Call me at 859-236-9822. That's 859-236-9822, and together we'll find just the right loan for you. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you use electric appliances in the bathroom, garage, or outdoors, any place where moisture is present, you need a GFCI. The folks at your local electric cooperative want you to know that a GFCI, or ground fault circuit interrupter, will help you use those appliances safely by protecting you from electrical shocks. If you'd like to learn more about GFCIs, call your local electric cooperative. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Saturday night. The Cats travel down south to put a muzzle on a bunch of barking hounds. Let's go! Georgia Bulldogs and your Kentucky Wildcats.
The pregame show starts this Saturday evening at 5 with kickoff at 7.
Sold on your home for the Cats and the hits. WRNZ FM C105. Go Cats!
Great. See, we're practically sitting on the field. If you could sit here.
Your food and drinks will be right over.
Oh, yes! For the same price as way up here. Great seats. Right up here with a blimp. Why wouldn't you? It's the same with auto insurance. With discounts up to 40%, it's possible to get the personal service of a State Farm agent for the same or less than those other guys.
See your State Farm agent in Harrisburg, David Hopewell, and Randy Couch.
This is the Pizza Hut Pigskin Report. And now, back to the show.
Joe Mathis, Radio Rick, and Super Dave. Excuse me, and Joe Robinson's Central Kentucky's biggest sports fan.
That's right.
It's here live. And we're talking with Lincoln County head coach Josh Jaggers coming up here. And, Coach, you had a big win over Wayne County, 40-33 to go to 2-0 in the district.
No, I mean, that was a huge win. No, you're exactly right. I mean, to be 2-0 now in the district and, still, when you got that going on, you're kind of in charge of your own destiny. We ended up going on a 27-6 run. And, just really proud of their fight. And, and you said it. I mean, Wayne County's a really good football team. I mean, DeJuan Dunford and they got other guys than him, extremely big, physical up front, but, their young quarterback's really, really good, running back. But DeJuan Dunford is big of a mismatch as their, he's a mismatch for anybody to play.
Yeah.
I mean, 6'5", doesn't 6'5", 210 that can run, jump, and do the things he can do. Players like that don't grow on trees.
Yeah. Hey, I see earlier this season we talked about Sawyer Horton becoming the school's all-time passing leader, and he became the school's all-time touchdown passer as well in this game, right?
Hey, had a big night, huge night. Him and his brother, and having Connor Davis back. I mean, Connor's one of those guys that you can't coach the things that he can do. And anytime you got guys like that on the field, it's never going to hurt you. Andrew Zimmerman, Gavin Douglas, and those guys. I mean, it was just really proud of Sawyer. I mean, he had about a 60, 70-yard touchdown run called back also. I believe it was on a drive where we didn't score. If I remember correctly. But anyway, Sawyer had a great game. Offensive line played well. It was just it was a really good game all the way around. We struggled a little bit up front defensively. They just kind of were overpowering us, but then we did some things and the guys made some plays and did what we had to do to win, Score. Sometimes it's defensive struggles, and then, on all levels of football now, it seems like high school, college, NFL, sometimes you find yourself in shootouts and just find a way to win, and the boys were able to do that.
Yeah, well, you mentioned that second quarter, and then you went on that 27-7 point barrage. You all trailed 27-14 with about 3:45 left in the second quarter, and you're able somehow, Coach, to tie it up by the time the half ends with 1:07 left. Sawyer Horton with a touchdown run, and then, is this right, with no time left, you opted to go for a touchdown in from the 7-yard line, and Connor Davis catches a pass from Sawyer Horton for 7 yards to tie it up going into the half, Coach. How big was that to get 2 touchdowns in about a minute?
Oh, it was huge, and it was just one of those games. Kobe has been doing a good job. Kobe Towns has been, but certain games you get in where you realize that, okay, well, maybe 3 points will be a difference, and some games you get into where it's like, field goal's not going to do anything. This is going to come down to, touchdown, which we end up winning by 7, and the field goal would have. But it just, we felt in that time that it was, let's go for it. And, they made a great play. And it was a good set-o connection back. And what set that last touchdown up was a fumble recovery by Connor Davis, but it was caused by Reed Curlis. He was a sophomore, and Reed is, I don't know how many, I'm getting ready to put in the stats here later in case it's AA site, and he is always trying to strip it out. He's gotten really good at that.
Well, a guy like that is very valuable. I was saying, that peanut punch. Pat Tillman was so good at that for the Chicago Bears. He ended up having the peanut Pat Tillman punch. He could punch the ball out. And you have a guy who's so talented at it, Coach, and can make game-changing plays like that, and that's big. And now, Coach, you look up, and you're 2-0 in the district, and you're feeling good. You got a bye week now, and you said, you know what, we've played well. We've got the 2 wins in the district, and you're giving the guys the week off until Friday, and I'm sure they enjoy that.
Yeah, no, that's something we did at LaRue County, and the whole western part of the state, and they've been doing it for years. Really, truly, I couldn't care less. We had I kind of miss the old days. How school used to be. You start later in August, and you go later in the May or first part of June. But but with starting school as early as we do, and then now that everybody has a fall break, and now we got an open week. Yeah, I jumped on that train probably 6-7 years ago with some others where they just tried to kill two birds with one stone. And, we've been going at this since July 10th, and, it's no secret the injuries we've had as well. We're finally starting to heal up. So, yeah, I mean, I'm getting to spend some time with Megan and the girls down there at the beach and, doing all this thing, catching some fish and getting away from it. And then I kind of started doing it some years back and then doing it here with our guys where, we'll give them from Friday to, Friday off or for the most part, and come in and practice Friday evening, Saturday, Sunday, and then roll right into the week, for our prep for Boyle County.
That's Lincoln County head football coach Josh Jaggers. What a win it was for the Patriots, 40-33 over Wayne County.
Yep.
And again, in the driver's seat for the number 2 seed in that district.
It's a good way to start 2-0 in the district.
Yeah. Let's go from Lincoln to Danville, where head coach Frank Parks joins us now, the head coach of the Admirals. And coach, you had a great opening drive, but got turned away at the 1 and lost all the momentum.
Oh, absolutely. We kind of lost a little bit of air out of us when we didn't score, but like I told them after the game, I said, defensively, that's when you got to be chopping at the bit to get a stop and be able to keep them backed up and get a chance to give an offensive ball right back. But instead, we kind of, lost that focus and didn't really have that same energy as that first drive.
Well, I thought you came out in the second half with some juice, Coach, and it started with Caleb Wilcher successfully converting his 4th onside kick, which you all recovered, and then you drove down the field, and Enrique Gutierrez-Jacobs hit Bubba Trumbo for a 41-yard touchdown pass to make it 36-6, and then Wilcher does it again. He's 5 for 5 on onside kicks, back-to-back onside kick recoveries, and you don't score on that second drive, Coach, but you come out with juice, and I know you're probably thinking, hey, it's a running clock, it's going to be tough to come back, but what happens if you do convert on that second half drive?
Yeah, so if we do, you come back, you onside kick it, and I've seen other situations where you get that momentum on your side and get a couple of onside kicks and really cut in that lead, and you put pressure on Campbellsville to have to do something with that next drive, and we kind of didn't score and kind of just took the air out of us again. I think you get a little bit more momentum if you score and you put a little pressure on.
Yeah, you go to Hyden this Friday for the game against Leslie County, and you got a Leslie County Eagles team coach that's looking at you all as a chance to improve their RPI. And I know you're 0-6, but you're not sitting in a terrible place in the RPI. You're 11th in Class 2A, and most of that has to do, Coach, with the fact that you all's schedule has just been brutal, and it's helped your RPI out a ton, and now you go into district playing a chance to maybe move into the top 10 and make some noise in the RPI.
Yes, I've been preaching to the guys all year that, the district play is where we really got to make sure we click on all cylinders, and that's what's really important. We knew early the schedule was tough. A couple of them ended up tougher than anticipated, but we knew, we had to try to elevate as we kept getting to the season. So hopefully district time we could make some little bit of noise. And, RPI-wise, we sitting pretty good due to the schedule, but we got to go down here and get a win. I think it's very similar to the Knox Central situation as far as, offensively and defensively goes.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about this Leslie County team, Coach. And it appears as if they're pretty 50-50 run pass. They've thrown it 109 times. They've run it 133 times. What do you expect to see out of this offense?
Well, to be honest, I expect to see them try to run downhill at us. I mean, that's been our Achilles heel is teams who just pretty much run right at us. So we got to do a better job in the trenches on both sides of the ball. But I think that's what we're going to see, and that's what we're going to prepare for. It's kind of similar last week. I knew we'd see a lot of counter, whether it was a quarterback or the running back, but I knew we were going to see a lot of counter. We worked it, but we haven't won much up front to help out those linebackers who are very inexperienced. And, so it's just one of the things I feel like they're going to run the ball at us, and we got to do a better job stopping the run.
Defensively, Coach, this is a team that's picked off 14 passes through their first 6 games. It's a phenomenal number. What do you expect to see out of their defense?
Well, they are solid up front. I think we have the advantage in the skill, with our skill unit, with our speed and athleticism. So we're going to have to play out on a perimeter because I think, that's where our advantage is. Like I said, it was very similar to what we've seen with Knox Central. So we're going to have to kind of take a approach of, obviously taking what they give us, but try to make it a skill-on-skill game.
You ever been to Hyden, Kentucky for a game, Coach?
Never. Never been down there for a game, so it's going to be my first.
There you go. The football field's kind of in a valley. You got a mountain on one side, and then you got a hill back behind the field on the other side, and interesting football field. Coach, what's the keys to a victory over Leslie County on Friday to get your first win of the year and start off 1-0 in the district slate, which is so important when you look at trying to get that home game in the playoffs?
Well, it's kind of like that first drive last week, how we executed all the way down to the end. We gotta make this a game out on the edges and be able to put up some points. And I've been saying this long, we got to do a better job of tackling. We worked a lot of that this morning. We got to tackle defensively and create some turnovers. I think we had our best when defensively we creating turnovers and playing fast, and we got to tackle, but we got to be more consistent on both sides of the ball. And up in the trenches, we got to do a better job up front on both sides of the ball, winning those battles.
And that was Danville coach Parks. Hey, they've got more than pizza here. They got the melts. They got a signature thin and crispy crust loaded with toppings and cheese, folded over and baked to melty perfection, then sprinkled with a Parmesan and oregano blend, served with sauce for dippings. We're talking about the meat lovers, buffalo chicken, chicken bacon, Parmesan, and the pepperoni lovers. Your melts are just $6.99.
I love it. Their wings are really good. I got the what did I get? I got the hottest one, burning buffalo or something like that.
Yeah, smoke was coming out of your nose.
And it was so good.
Hot.
It was so good.
Yep.
So appreciate Coach Jaggers and Coach Parks being on here. We'll step aside. We'll come back, talk with Mercer County head coach Craig East and Boyle County head coach Justin Haddock's right around the corner on the Pizza Hut Pigskin Report, live from the Harrisburg Pizza Hut, where Radio Rick and Super Dave and Joe and Marty were here earlier as well. Joe Robinson and Marty Warren. Appreciate them coming out. We'll step aside, come back, and more high school football talk right here on the Hometown Radio Network.
Are you considering a new home purchase or maybe a remodel? Are you looking for a stable partner you can trust to help you understand your options? This is Jason Tyler. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Harrodsburg. As part of your community, I'm here to help you understand the best options for you today and in the future. Give me a call at 859-734-3316 and let me show you what Uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank is Uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Kentucky Farm Bureau has provided residents of the Bluegrass with quality insurance since 1943. Todd Tiller's been a trusted Kentucky Farm Bureau agent since 1994, taking care of all your insurance needs with prompt service and personal attention. Now as your agency manager, you can depend on Todd to continue to give you the best rates on home, auto, life insurance, and service. Call Todd Tiller or new agent Sam Tiller or Jessica Johnson at 859-236-4081 at the Farm Bureau Agency on the Danville Bypass next to Boyle County Fairgrounds. Todd, Sam, and Jessica at your Boyle County Farm Bureau Agency are big on commitment.
Hey, this is Matt from Job Master Rental. Most of us may have some weekend free time, so when you find yourself looking at a home project, come see us at Job Master. We'll get you the right tool for any job. We can help you tackle home improvement projects to major construction and everything in between. Take advantage of our weekend special, one-day rental from 3 p.m. on Friday to 8 a.m. on Monday morning. From all of us at Job Master, go Rebs. Visit us at jobmasterrental.com. We have 2 convenient locations in Danville and Lebanon. Let us help master your job.
Intercounty Energy wants you to put safety first when you're working outside this summer. Always look up to see if there are overhead power lines, and be sure to stay clear of them. For safety's sake, always hire a professional to trim trees instead of doing it yourself. Remember, a tree limb cut in the wrong place could fall on a power line and cause you a world of hurt. If you do decide to do the work yourself, always protect your eyes and hands by wearing safety glasses and gloves. Intercounty Energy cares about your safety. Look up, be alert, and stay safe.
Is your vehicle in need of maintenance or repair? Perhaps you work a full-time job, have kids to run here and there, and can't be without your vehicle for days. We at CC Auto understand. We offer free pickup and delivery and same-day service on most all repairs. Let us take some of the load off your shoulders. Call CC Auto now at 734-9515. 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service is the difference. We get it.
Hi folks, Mike Gay here, HR Manager with Essity. At Essity, we want to wish all of our local high schools good luck during this season. We're proud to sponsor Mercer County, Bergen, Boyle County, Danville, and Garrett County. All of these schools will produce our future employees, and we're rooting for you all this season. So go Ads, go Rebels, go Titans, go Bulldogs, and go Golden Lions. So thanks again from Essity in Harrodsburg and Danville for representing our communities in a great way.
The Big Dinner Box from Pizza Hut. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and boneless wings or pasta all in one box. Heck, swap in a third pizza if you want. It's your world. No one outpizzas the Hut.
Additional charge for more than one topping. Product availability, prices, and delivery areas, minimums, and fees vary. Delivery charge not a tip.
Saturday night. The Cats travel down south to put a muzzle on a bunch of barking hounds. Let's go! Georgia Bulldogs and your Kentucky Wildcats.
The pregame show starts this Saturday evening at 5 with kickoff at 7.
Sold on your home for the Cats and the hits. WRNZ FM Z105. Go Cats!
This is the Pizza Hut Pigskin Report. And now, back to the show.
Super Dave and Radio Rick and myself live here at the Harrisburg Pizza Hut, home of the boneless wings, which you can get 8 for $7.99, 16 for $14.99, 24 for $22.49.
There you go.
And it's Monday Night Football tonight, Seahawks and Giants, so why not get yourself some wings?
Wings and watch football.
Yeah, settle in with some pizza and some wings.
Well, let's settle in with Mercer County and Coach Yeast. Great district win over Marion County, 36 to Squadouche.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good performance for us. Really happy for all of our players, all of our coaches, for all the work that we've put in. You know, happy for our community, happy for our fans and our parents as well. You know, it's always good to look out there and watch our babies get a chance to play. And I think Friday night we got a chance to put everybody in the game for the second week in a row. So I'm really happy about that. So happy for everybody.
Now, you said you had a good week of practice leading up to the game Friday night.
Yeah, we did. We had a really good week. We were very focused, paid close attention to detail, and we practiced hard. And, you know, anytime we do that, that will give ourselves a chance to win. And, you know, that's the work wins. That's one of the things we say a lot, work wins. And we worked hard last week, but, you know, we worked mentally and physically, and that's the best part about it.
Talk about the highlights of the offense.
Well, you can always start with Thaddeus. He threw 2 touchdowns, ran for 1. Denham had a rushing touchdown. He had actually caught a swing, a check down, and ran it for a touchdown. And Ashton Drakeford caught 1 and ran 1. So, you know, it's the same guys all the time, you know, making those plays for us. But the guys that are unsung heroes is our offensive line. They're doing a phenomenal job of coming off the ball, getting hats on hats, and they're doing an excellent job also in protection. So kudos to the offensive line.
Well, I'm glad to hear that because we have on Friday nights, Joe Mathis has his pregame show, and we have a fantasy league that we draft the high school players. I had Thaddeus. I was hoping he had a big game.
He did. He threw 2 and ran for 1 and returned for a touchdown on a kickoff.
Okay, thank you, Coach. I appreciate that very much. Now, let's talk about the defense. You know, pitching a shutout, and then you got a lot of players in as well, so you have to be proud of everybody that played on the defensive side.
Yeah, I am proud of them. You know, our whole starting defense played really, really well. We gave up a few things here and there, but nothing that really put us in any danger. Just a couple minor things, but, man, they flew around hard to the ball. Our defensive line really controlled the line of scrimmage. Our linebackers, led by Gage Bennett, he was all over the place hitting people. I was happy to see our outside linebackers getting some sacks. Our secondary, they did a great job of covering and tackling at that second level. So overall, it was a really good performance by our defense. hopefully that's something that we can build on and continue that as we move forward.
You know, we always hear about the offensive defense coach. Let's talk about the special teams and some great plays that you had there.
We found out that Liam Potts, our kicker, who also plays soccer, he's a senior. He's got a bigger leg than he's been leading on. He's been kicking the ball really well. He kicked a couple down inside the 5-yard line, which we were shocked to see. But now we know he can do it. And, you know, our cover teams are doing really, really well, especially our kickoff cover unit. They're doing a great job of running down, staying in their lanes, coming to balance, making tackles, getting the returner on the ground, avoiding blockers. And our kickoff return, we had a big return for a touchdown by Thaddeus, but that was aided by our special teams, our return team. They done a great job of blocking. There was a hole big enough to drive a truck through because of their efforts, and Thaddeus was just able to finish it off with a touchdown. We came out of the game very healthy. We have everybody back except for Aiden McKinney, who we have lost, who I thought was our best defensive lineman all year. We lost him in the Southwestern game for the season. For the rest of our guys, everybody is back and we're healthy.
You got an open week this week. Does it come at a good time for you, Coach?
Yeah, the open week comes at a great time. Played 7. The first game of the district played, and we come up with a win, and a win in a fashion of a shutout. And now we get a chance to rest a little bit, go back and work on some fundamentals. It's a perfect time for us. We do have some nicks and bruises, but nothing major. It's a great time to get everybody healthy. It gives our coaches a mental break. It gives our players a mental and physical break. And it also gives our parents a little bit of a break. So it is a really good time. And now we come back. We'll have 3 games left in our regular season, and then we'll start the playoffs. So it's a good time for us. Go Titans.
And that was Mercer coach Yeast. Let's head over across the line to Boyle County. Coach Haddix, no more open dates for you, as your top 4 players are always picked in the top 5 each week of the high school fantasy draft on Friday nights.
Hey, that makes me a lot better coach, I'll tell you that. We get 4 of the best players on one team.
Well, Coach, you had a bye week open date last week. What did you do on Friday night?
I actually went down to me and the wife. We started trying about 2 or 3 years ago. We decided we would take us a trip during the open week, and kind of no high school football, but still includes football. So we went to we tried to go to a college game. So we went to West Virginia, then we went to Ole Miss last year, West Ole Miss, Kentucky, and then this year we went to Virginia Tech. So it was a cool little thing, just me and her, and had a great visit. And Coach Mills actually brought some Demarie Monte and Tavy up to the game too, over at Virginia Tech. So it was cool. It was kind of a bucket list trip of going to see that atmosphere up there and hearing Enter Sandman, the entrance. It was awesome.
Well, that's a neat thing. I did follow you and saw that. I didn't know exactly where you were, but I saw that you were out there. That's good to get away, and it's good for you and the wife to be able to spend some time together.
Yeah, it's tough during football season. She's working, I'm working, and it never ends. So it's always good to kind of get away if you can.
How was practice overall last week, Coach, with no game to look forward to?
It was good. It was some things we talked about. We wanted to check our fundamentals. We worked on some things that we need to work on. We did a lot of self-scouting on ourselves and seeing, hey, this is what we're good at, this is what we're bad, this is what we got to improve on, and kind of get ready for a big push to finish here.
Yep, you've got a district game. And what's the health of your team going into this game?
We're healthy. That's something, just a few beats and bruises. Everybody's got that. But overall, compared to last year at this point, we're really healthy. So it's just one of those things. We got to just continue to keep working and make sure we're taking care of our bodies and getting ready to go.
You've got to go to Russell County. What do you know about their offense, Coach?
They're a little more of a spread look, play like us as far as they want to run it, they'll throw it some and do this. And defensively, they're an even front a lot of the times and some long yardage stuff. Third down, they'll get some odd front, try to bring some pressure.
They've got 9 throwing touchdowns and they got 9 rushing touchdowns, so they got a little balance there.
Yeah. Yeah, and we just got to go play our game. We've got to come out ready to go. We talk about it all the time. Whenever we go play, we got to play the game the right way. I know people look at records now and they look at this and look at that, and a lot of times very rarely do we talk about the other team. We don't, obviously we're going to prepare for them as far as these are their plays, this is what they do, but very rarely are we very much focused on them. It's about the way that we play the game and what we got to do, and it doesn't matter who we're lined up against, who it is over there. We've got to play Boyle County football and play our style.
I know you exchange films, but sometimes a film doesn't show everything, like if you had people there, like coaches there to watch the game.
Yeah, that's definitely. Film is very deceiving sometimes about how fast they're moving, how big they are. All those type of things really go in until you get down there and see it in real life. So we've got to, and our kids know that, and we try to limit on what they see as best we can. You can't limit on what they hear because they hear it all at home. Well, this team ain't no good. You all will beat them, blah, blah, blah. But until you get out there and start playing, a football game's like a fight. If you ain't ready to get in a fight, you ain't ready to go, you can get smacked in the mouth early, and then you've got to recover. So we've got to be – our kids will be focused and ready to go.
What's the keys to a Boyle County victory Friday night over Russell County?
We got to play our game. That's something, obviously limit the big play on defense. We've got to tackle well. Offensively, we got to block and take care of the football. And then special teams, we got to pin them deep and try to score on special teams. Go Rebels.
There you go.
Boyle County head football coach Justin Hannix, and appreciate his time joining us tonight here in the Pizza Hut Pigskin Report, where you can get a large pizza, and I believe it's up to 3 toppings. They have a special on that. The Big New Yorker, though, is the way to go. Rebecca had that and said it was like the best pizza that she'd ever had. That's a 16-inch cheese or 1 topping, 6 slices. These are really huge slices.
Yeah,
extra
big
large,
pieces.
Foldable slices. 859-734-5143 is the phone number to call that order in, 734-5143. This Friday, you got Boyle County at Russell County. Our coverage begins at 8 o'clock. That is a Central Time game. So it's 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 8:30 kickoff, which is 7:30 Central. And the game we'll have on ZE 105. Danville is at Leslie County, Hayden, Kentucky. Our coverage will begin at 7 o'clock. 7:30 kickoff on 103.9 FM WHIR. Anderson County is at East Jessamine. 7:30 kickoff, a game that Coach Buchanan is looking for his first win.
Yeah.
East Jessamine has lost. Let's see, they were at 18 in a row when they lost to Garrett. That made it 19. That was 2 games ago. So they're at 21 losses in a row.
Ooh.
East Jessamine is. And, of course, Anderson County, they haven't won a game this year either.
0-6.
They're both winless.
So
one of those teams is going to be breaking a good slide right here on Friday.
Unless they tie.
Yeah, I don't think you have that in high school. They get a winner eventually.
You think so?
Yes, yeah. Mercer, Garrett, Lincoln, and Casey County all have open dates.
Wow.
This Friday. So 4 area teams are open. Saturday, Center College is at Trinity. That's
Texas.
That's in Texas, yeah. 11 o'clock in the morning.
Not Louisville.
Is the kickoff 11 o'clock in the morning?
11 o'clock, yeah, because he said they need to get back early.
Yeah.
They want to come back on Saturday night, get back to Center College.
And then UK is at number 1 Georgia. Coverage begins at 5 o'clock. 7 o'clock is the kickoff on Z105 WR and ZFM for Kentucky and Georgia. So there you go.
Cats got any chance against the Dogs?
They got a chance. Yeah, got to play really good. Yeah. I mean, again, I think Georgia's beatable. They've shown the last 2 weeks they're beatable. I'm not saying they're going to win, but I think Kentucky has a chance. If you don't think you have a chance, walk down there.
UK's got to do some passing.
Got to throw the ball.
They got to throw the ball. Hey, we want to throw it back to Robert Wagner. Say thank you for running the show back at the station. Thanks, Super Dave and Joe Robinson Jr. and Monty Potty and Joe Mathis, Ready Rick. We'll be back with you again next Monday night here from the Harrisburg Pizza Hut. It's been another live sports presentation of the Hometown Radio Network. Be good sports fans. All right, Robert, blow that whistle before David Coleman comes back here.
There it is.
This has been the Pizza Hut Pigskin Report, brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agents, Hayner County Energy, CC Auto Parts and Service, Whitaker Bank, Jobmaster Rental, Essity, and Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Broadcast live from Pizza Hut. Join us every Monday evening at 6 during football season in Harrisburg for the Pigskin Report on the Hometown Radio Network and hometownlive.net.
This is WHBN Harrodsburg, The Rooster, broadcasting on AM 1420 and now